Hi guys. I actually applied to Engoo and this is the demo class. And I'm very nervous because I don't know. But yeah, whatever happens, this is a really good experience, right? We are always after with our experience and reflection afterwards. But of course, I want to pass. And that is the goal, to pass. And it's currently 11:27 p.m. My appointment is 11:30, so I still have 2 minutes left before it officially starts. Although I'm still alone in the lesson room, in the bell bird, and I'm I'm unsure if I'm doing it correct or right. But we will find out, I guess. And you will be with me throughout this session. Although I may have to cut because I'm going to use the timer later. But aside from that, of course, I want to help people or other tutors that wants to pass this company. All right, guys. So I'm done with the demo slash interview, and it went well actually. But yeah, she told me that she's just going to send me the email for my result. And you know that it's a red flag, right? When the interviewer told you that they're just going to send you an email. But I still have my hopes high because the feedback was very positive, and I think I did my best. But regardless if I pass or if I fail, I think this is a really good experience because you're handling your anxiety when you're facing your interviewer. And I believe this is a good experience since you would face many interviews in your life. So this is a blessing. But since this video will serve as your guide before you apply to this company, I'm gonna tell you how it goes, okay? It's very quick. I think we ended at 12. Okay, so my appointment was 11:30. Then we end early. Not early, but just in time. And this is how it goes, okay? So I entered the link. It's on Billboard. That's the platform that they use. And I entered 10 minutes early. And she entered, I guess, exactly or 1 to 2 minutes late, something like that. So you need to be early. That's the number one rule, okay? Because punctuality is a must. Another thing that happened, what happened? There's just a quick interview. I mean, just a quick hi, hello, and she introduced herself abruptly. Although she's so very nice and she is really good in speaking English. I mean, she's a native speaker of English, so you better be good at listening to her. And yeah, she's nice. I mean, I can catch up with what she's trying to say. It's fast, but it's very understandable. Yeah, that's what happened. Just a quick hi and hello, a little orientation of how it goes. And if you have questions, and I ask a question about having two materials, like 15 minutes Taylor News article and then 15 minutes free conversation, but she told me the duration would only be just 15 minutes. And it's basically very spontaneous. It depends on how the lesson goes. It always depends on the student. Okay. So we talk about that before and I guess I don't have any further questions. So she turned off the camera. Okay, she turned off the camera and then that is like the signal that we're going to have a role play now. Like she's not the interviewer, but she's now a student. Okay, and I made it clear to her. So we switched now, and I'm a teacher. She's the student. Yeah, so she chose a daily news article. And then I thought I'm going to split my screen to open another tab for the article, like the Engoo articles or materials, but it was very interactive. It was actually there already. When when the student clicked the link of what she want to do, it was interactive. It flashed on my screen easily. Yeah, so I did the SOPs and how you start the lesson. First thing, I ask, I greet the student like, "Hi, how are you?" Something like that. And the student is maybe not asking you back. It's very centered on her and her answers. She's not like, "Yeah, how about you?" No, students are not like that. And it's the job of the tutor to make the lesson interactive. So yeah, I started with greetings and then I tell the student, "Oh, by the way, this is our first time together. Before we begin, can you see my video clearly? Can you hear my audio clearly?" Yeah, it's not like the actual verbatim, but that's just how it goes. Okay, if you want to know, yeah, that's what I did. The second step. And then the third step is the introduction. Like, "Oh yeah, just I told you this is our first time. Would you like to have some self introductions?" And yeah, she said yes, and she would like to go first, and so she did. Okay, and after that, oh no, I did first, and yeah, I introduced myself first. Very quick introduction. I told them my name, my education, because I'm still a college student, so I told her that, and my major, and then what I do in my free time. That's all. And then she responded. It was so quick. I mean, she has a lot of hobbies, and I'm trying to like type it here in my notes, but I couldn't get it all. So you have to be very fast when the student is speaking, because this information you can actually use it for free conversation later. I mean, I know it already. So I take note, although I couldn't take all of the things that the student told me, but it's fine. I was able to take note of some. Yeah. So that ends, okay, my preliminary activities. Yeah. And then after that, I asked her about my pace. If, yeah, would you like me to go slower or faster, or is it okay? And she said it's fine. Then we go to the lesson. So she chose a daily news article. I read the title and she repeat. Then this is actually my one mistake. I just have one mistake. I didn't know that it's so interactive. Like the whole website, like there's a pronunciation guide. Okay, like as a tutor, you can click that too and listen to it. And I didn't know that when I click the pronunciation, it's interactive and the student will be able to hear it. I didn't know that, and I've been doing it for like the 10 words on the material. And she told me about it, and I was like, "Oh, I think it's an honest mistake because I didn't know." I mean, we don't have any formal orientation about the materials as well as the software or the website. And I don't know, maybe it's the yeah, I think that's a negative comment that she have told me, but that's it. So we started with vocabulary. I asked the student, "Would you like to follow after me?" And she said, "Yeah." So I did first. I clicked the audio first. I pronounce and she's next. So that's how it works. And yeah, just take note that don't click the audio anymore. Okay, because it's a very interactive software. Then we proceed with, oh no, we just proceed with the vocabulary. And then after that, I check the timer. By the way, you need to set your timer. Okay. I set my timer for 14 minutes so I can still have a recap after. Yeah. I'm gonna cut it here. Wait. So hot. I need to turn off my electric fan so that I can talk to you. And I'm wearing this very thin coat. Okay. So bear with me, guys. Wait. Okay, so I'm back to tell you about the full details before I forget. Oh, so we're now in the vocabulary part. You can check that part. Just a look at the Engoo material, and yeah, I just click first the pronunciation, repeat it, and the student repeat it. Okay, so take note not to click on the pronunciation. Okay, pronunciation audio, and then while we are reading maybe the eighth vocabulary, I asked her. I asked the student, "Oh, do you have any further questions so far?" And she told me, "Yeah, I don't know the meaning of long." Okay, so it was part of the example sentence, and oh, so I explained using my own knowledge about long, and then I type it in the chat box. I also provide her relevant example. So the meaning of long, and then down below is the relevant example. Okay. So once you're done with that, you need to still read what you um, write on the chat box. Okay. After that, I asked her, "Do you have any further questions before we begin with reading the article?" And she said no. And I told her, "Oh, I think you're now ready to read the article. How would you like to read this? I'll go first and you'll follow." And she said no. She said, "Oh, maybe just some free conversation." So we like shift from the material, the daily news article, to free conversation. Yeah, students can be like that. Okay, take note when you're in real lesson, you always follow the student's request. So I said, "Okay, sure, let's go." And I don't know how to start any topic, so I just ask about hobbies on the weekends, and she asked specifically what weekend, and I told her, "Oh, what about your last Saturday? What did you do?" So yeah, she shares that she went to her parents' house because they're going to have a new member of the family. Yeah, so we started there and we were able to have long conversation. Okay, so if you want to succeed with your demo, you need to be talkative and you need to always think fast about topic. Okay, anything that comes to your mind, but those topics that are good. Okay, because there are topics that you should not or you should refrain from asking because maybe that is too personal. Okay. So yeah, we just continue the conversation. She told me about her last Saturday when I go, and I shared and I shared and shared. I asked her, "How about you? How about you?" You should always throw questions to your student. Okay. Do not have any dead air. That is number one rule because it's only 25 minutes and you should maximize that. You should help them speak and speak and speak. Okay. That's what you have to do. So yeah, that's how it works. And then the student ended the. Oh no, the student turned on the camera after saying goodbye. Turned the camera, and then yeah, we're back. She's now the interviewer, and I'm the applicant. And she told me about positive feedback, mostly positive. And one negative is yeah, the audio, the interactive audio, pronunciation audio. Yeah, but that's all. Okay, and she told me she will just send me the email if I pass or if I didn't. So I'm very frustrated right now because in the like review materials, because they sent you review materials, they said that the tutor will tell you immediately if you pass or not. Okay, so I don't know what to feel, but yeah. Regardless, I told you, regardless if I pass or not, it doesn't matter, okay? As long as I can share this experience with you and I learn from it, it's okay, alright? Well, I guess that is all for this documentary, and I do hope that this will help you ace the demo lesson, okay? Just believe in yourself, and of course, preparation, okay? Read, read the email, everything before you before you conducted the interview. It's very important that you're well prepared. Okay, that of course you know what to do. You get it? Yeah. But I believe in you and I know that you can pass the demo lesson. Okay, this is just one big step to becoming an ESL tutor. Okay, so good luck. If you like this video and if you learned something from this, please, I have a favor, kindly please like and subscribe so that I'll be motivated to do more videos like this to help you guys. All right, bye for now and good luck. I hope you ace your demo and you will be one of the tutors in the Engoo. Okay, bye, see you next time.